Hi van lifers, Martin here, Only Vans Guru. Welcome to living large on a small budget in your van. I'm just going to go through how I've done it, my tips and tricks. So why not subscribe and enjoy the content I produce.
Push, 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 dark, dark, deep, push, 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 dark, deep, inside, inside,
So why not hit that subscribe button, join our community and learn the affordable hacks for living large on a small budget, full time in our van. So van life is a lifestyle that's really exploding in popularity recently. And you can see why. It's the freedom, it's the openness. This is what I love. And yet today, totally blessed with the weather after the rain we've had. It's the freedom to travel anywhere, anytime, to any place. If you wake up in the morning, you think, I want to be there, I'd like to do this. That's what van life's about. For me, even though I live on the road, it's like a persistent holiday. Even with the ups and downs, even with all the negatives, it's there to be embraced. And best of all, it's cheap. I've been living for the last few months, well, almost a year, on a really tight budget. And just because you don't have the money or the budget doesn't mean van life has to be done on a shoestring. It's still going to be super awesome, super affordable. So let's dive in and see my tips and how I get round. One big myth about van life is you have to substitute or just give in to comfort, but you don't. You can make it as cozy as you wish. I've seen some incredible builds out there that look like English country cottages. For being in a van, you do not have to sacrifice comfort, cleanliness, or warmth. I went through the last winter and I was snug as a bug in a rug. So let me show you how I do that as well. You can get creative with storage, with underbed storage, and you can see how I've done some of that in one of my previous videos. You really need to look at those. But you can have them super professionally built, or just do like I do, cram everything in. But you become more minimalist. You enjoy what you have rather than what you want. I'm just going to cuddle this oak tree for a minute. They are the best things in the world, trees in general. But one of the other misnomers is that people think van life's just for hippies. Yeah, ignore the clothes. But it's not. It's for digital nomads. It's for retirees. It's for people who want to explore and get away. And it's for people like me who just felt, I need this for my sanity, for my mental health. And when you meet up with other travelers, with other van lifers who are full-time or even just weekend warriors, we all share the same ethos. We love it out here. We don't want to be part of the 9 to 5 daily grind. We want to explore what this world is about. And my favorite bit, we want to live, not exist. And then there's cleanliness. Some people like to shower every day, but you become more mindful of the amount of water that you use. I have two sorts of showers in my van. If I'm on electric hookup or running on the generator, I have piped hot water and a proper shower. But I like my little portable shower that you get off Amazon. I'll put a link in that for you. And then every other day, instead of showering, you just wet wash like we used to before showers and baths were invented. So there's no need to stay unclean. Cleanliness, clothing, there are so many instant places to get your washing done at laundrettes, even at motorway services now. And motorways have free showers. How awesome is that? If ever I'm going along the road and I'm planning a motorway trip to get from one area to another, I always schedule in a long hot shower. They're just wonderful. And it's free as long as you're there for less than 2 hours. Other terms may apply. And it's those small moments that make it so worthwhile. Sipping a hot coffee at sunrise, hitting a mountain lake for a dip just at sunset, being on top of a mountain, being away from the hustle and bustle of modern life, being in a field right now in the morning when everyone else is at work, so that I can work later on in the evening. That's what van life means to me. What does full-time van life look like for you? Van life for me, my life, transformed the day I handed the keys back to the house that I was renting. Yeah, nervous at first about living full-time in a van. I was transformed that I could explore new towns, new cities, new villages, new counties. It's there, and it's transformed me as a person. You become more aware, more mindful of the small moments. You appreciate the minimalism, being frugal. You appreciate every sip of tea, every water, every moment. Give it a go. Community and freedom. Since starting, I've met the most wonderful people. My first trip out was up in the Peak District. I met Craig and I met quite a few lifelong van lifers. And it totally changed how I felt about this community. I was welcomed in and accepted straight away. I've met Wills and Hayley on Let's Go Everywhere on their channel. They're the ones that sort of bombarded me with smiles and laughter when we met up in the middle of Wales some months back. And everywhere you go, even if it's a motorway services, there's that nod, there's an acknowledgement that we've jumped out of the rat race and we're exploring. We're not just doing that, as I say, at 9 to 5. You have a real sense of community, something that is sadly lost in today's society. So don't feel that you won't know anyone, that you'll be giving up all of the socialness of your life. You can have that if you want. If you want to be isolated, like sometimes I do, when my mind crashes, I can just take myself away from society and just be me. And I love that, like right now, in the middle of nowhere with no one around. But there's a real connection. They're there, they're on the forums on Facebook, and especially they're on YouTube. And there's always tips. Should anything go wrong, there are always tips. So let's round up. Your van isn't just a space you live in. It's a lifestyle choice. It's a commitment to exploration and independence. And it will truly set you free. It has for me, and it has for everyone else I've met. So living large on a van, full-time on a budget, it's so achievable. If I can do it, you can do it. There are things you'll give up, there are things you won't miss, there are things you will miss. But if you've got a hack or a tip, just leave it in the comments for others to learn from, to inspire them. I'm Martin, this is Only Vans Guru. Please, as I said earlier, go on, give it a thumbs, give it a comment, give it a subscribe and let your friends know. I'm here to show people a more mindful, appreciative way of van life. None of that clickbait negativity. So you don't have to watch to the end to get to the top tips. They're throughout the vid. Have a great day, everyone. If you like a more mindfulness approach, do subscribe so that you can watch Sunday's mindfulness tips, where I give my meditative ideas on just being a happier person. Have a lovely week. Be kind to yourself, and I'll see you all on Sunday.